Happy Friday, friends. I hope you are all doing incredibly well as we near the weekend. I hope that you have also had a good week. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since I was able to send out a Friday message to you in this way, but I've still been thinking about you and praying for you. I have been praying that you have a clear sense of God's presence with you in whatever you have been experiencing each and every day. Now, in this moment, I want to offer a final reminder to all of you about the conversation that we are holding this coming Sunday for parents. We are calling it Behind the Smiles, a conversation in recognizing anxiety, depression, and bullying in children and youth. It's going to be held in our fellowship hall this Sunday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to be led in conversation by Claire Barnett, who is an incredible counselor just down the street from us at Blythe Academy, and Tiffany Parker, a licensed social worker who works with Greenville's chapter of the National Association on Mental Illness. They will share important information that we all need to know as parents. They will give us ways to recognize what our children and youth are going through, even when they don't want to tell us. And we will share in conversation as together we struggle to be the best and most supportive parents that we can be. So if you'd like to be part of that conversation, I hope that you will sign up through the emails that you should have received, as well as through the church website or by contacting the church office. But we ask you to please especially let us know if you will need childcare in order to participate. And we are grateful to have this conversation and to be able to grow together. Now, the following Sunday, October 5th, is known to many Christ followers as World Communion Sunday. It is a Sunday where we will gather for worship and remember in special ways that we are not just part of this community of faith, but we are all part of the larger body of Christ and a larger Christ movement that is active and vibrant around the world. We will recall the moment where Jesus gathered his disciples and gave them ways to keep his teachings to heart, to feel connected to his movement and to one another, and to remember that he is always with us, redeeming us and redeeming the world around us. And through the bread and the cup, we will remember that through Christ, God extends an invitation of welcome and love and radical hospitality to all people. There's a place set for each of us at the Lord's table, and if a place has been set for us, then it is up to us to ensure that others know that there is a place set for them among us as well. And in this time of incredible division, even outright hatred, I cannot think of a more important reminder of the fact that we are bound together in what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. described as an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. We belong to one another, whoever we are, and we should work together to create the beloved community that God desires for this world. And World Communion Sunday reminds us of that. And to remember our calling to serve those around us, we will also hold a meal after worship. It will be time of fellowship for us, to be sure, but will also have a purpose. We will take a moment to put together bags that will offer items of support to our neighbors who are served by United Ministries. We're blessed to call United Ministries one of our local mission partners, and it's an honor for us to support the incredible work that they do each day as they directly impact the lives of so many of our neighbors. So this is one small active missions moment in which all ages can participate, so I hope that you will make plans to join us. There are ways to connect and to support this event through the digital communication we offer, or of course by contacting the church office. You can reserve your spot for lunch and pay for lunch as well, or more importantly, you can help to contribute to purchase items for the bags. We look forward to working together to serve our neighbors in this small way. Now finally, let me encourage you to go ahead and mark your calendars for Sunday, October 26th. That will be the day of our annual Trunk or Treat event. Each year we gather in the Lowell parking lot of our main campus, and we decorate our cars, we put on costumes, we pass out candy and popcorn, and we have a ton of fun. Now what I love most about this event is that it is one of those times in the year that brings together all of our ministry areas. Congregation, both preschool ministries and the after-school ministry are all invited to participate with us. So make plans to come and spend time with friends, come have fun, decorate your trunk with a creative theme, enjoy the fall weather, and connect with the full ARBC family. And if you'd like to decorate a trunk, we just ask that you let us know so that we can know how many to plan for. Now, it's hard to believe that we are finally approaching October. And I think I'm going to have to finally relent this weekend and finally let my kids pull out the Halloween decorations, even though October 1st isn't until next Wednesday. Now, if I'm honest, I'm sure I could use those decorations as much as they could. Whatever you may think of Halloween with all of its ghosts and goblins and all of the frivolity that goes with it, there can still be an important message tucked away in it for us. I love that my children still dress up in costume. I love that we get to see the children in our preschool dressed up in costume. I love that we get to see so many people of all ages dressed up in costume for our Trunk or Treat event. It's fun to look at the costumes and see someone that you see all the time, but see them in a different way, in a new light. You may not even recognize them at first. You may have to look at them closely, but when you do, suddenly you see a familiar face smiling back at you. So for me, it's a reminder that God is always with us, but is often showing up in surprising ways. We may not even recognize it at first, but through a helpful and loving presence, especially one that we didn't expect, we can recognize that God is always right there, helping us in exactly the ways that we need. That thing has come up multiple times for me this week in conversations with people, in our Wednesday Bible study, when we remembered the psalmist talking about his soul thirsting for God, desiring God's presence above everything else. In our chapel time with our preschoolers and in our assembly time with our after-schoolers, the Lord is always with us, often in surprising ways, and we need that reminder all the time. Now, in some church traditions, they take that reminder and make it liturgical. Someone will remind the entire congregation at some point in worship, "The Lord is with you," or "The Lord be with you." And the congregation will respond, "And also with you," or "And also with your spirit." So we taught a version of that to our preschoolers this week in chapel time. When they talked to us one-on-one, when we would normally ask them a question and engage in conversation, we simply said to each one of them, "The Lord is with you." And they responded, "And with you too." I saw something posted on social media recently that someone had actually given those words as a name when he placed his coffee order, and the barista actually wrote them on the cup. So when the order was ready, instead of calling out a name, the barista called out over all the conversations in the coffee house, "The Lord is with you." And those who were initiated in the liturgical traditions of the church, they stopped what they were doing and out of instinct responded in that coffee house, "And also with you." Now, I have no idea if that actually happened or if it was just a good story or a joke, but I like that idea. I like that idea that through liturgical practices, through one-on-one conversations, and in surprises of costumes and coffee house call-outs, we could all be reminded that the Lord is always with us. I don't know what you've been experiencing lately, but whatever it is, I hope you remember that the Lord is with you in it. The Lord is with you. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon.